Name: Duckden. Age: 18. Phone: iPhone 6 Plus. Restricted lane buses and 2-person carpools. They didn't clarify the second person had to be alive. Everything we sell snacks. Frosty gets caught picking his nose. Love: do you want kids? Absolutely not. Me neither. Children: we need to talk. Hey Jamie, I have a family photo that my mum would like to frame. However, it looks as if she only has one leg in the pic. Would you be able to chant that please? Sure. The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags and go where you can't even afford half rent, mate. Wait, so Trump passed a bill in 2017 where people who makes under $75,000 will have their taxes raised in 2021 and every 2 years after that until 2027, while the rich get richer, and you're crying about Biden raising taxes for people who make over 400k. I must be missing something. Gen X is the way it is because we were taught in childhood that the world would be like this by now. Mrs. Godfrey's making me rewrite my Woodrow Wilson paper. She told me to find a balance between fact and opinion, whatever that means. It probably means just what it sounds like. So every time I write something factual, I write an opinion in the very same sentence. Right. Woodrow Wilson was the 28th president of the United States, but who really cares? Antarctica is populated almost only by researchers. So technically Antarctica is the continent with the highest average IQ and education. You have to cull him while he is still alive. Well, that's how you cull something. Cena accidentally says you can't see me to blind kid. Worst feeling as a goalkeeper would probably be getting home from a game and seeing your whole family got murdered. I don't need to slow down because I'm not the police. Every phone is a flip phone if you try hard enough. So imitate myself. Since I'm a guy, dating myself is just a guy dating a guy, so basically yaoi. Wait, where'd the child come from? Probably a womb, I don't know. Why are you crying? Because nobody can hug me. Imagine how hard he will cry when he realizes he can't do doggy either. Actually, hedgehogs only do doggy, it's how God created them. Instant flames wonder if he made it. I think that's the gasoline that made it. Where do you expect it will go next? Nowhere. Pictures don't move. How much does each shirt usually cost, sir? Here's the breakdown. What's the best dog to have sex on? Birth control. No, for real, where are these Indian men coming from? India. My blueberry muffin this morning had only one blueberry in it. Well, it isn't called a blueberries muffin. This is just straight up cursed, man. Cursed. The most offensive thing you can do to a person is wake them up from the couch and tell them to go to bed. Why is boring as hell an expression? Hell is always lit 24/7. I hate lazy people. Why? We didn't even do anything. I just found out. If you punch yourself against the head, your hands hurt more than your head. Boys make 3 friends at 15 and decide that's enough socializing for the whole life. Rather have a 500k honeymoon than a 500k wedding. Rather have 500k. Ayo, anyone know where to find cars for under $2,000? Toy store. Me. My wife is having a baby. Colleague. OMG, do you know what it is? Me. It's a person but smaller. With Jeff Bezos having $981.1 billion and the average person having 100 billion brain cells, Jeff Bezos literally has more money than sense. Everest bodies are super fascinating to me. Anyone know a good repository for them? I heard Mount Everest has some. The cheesiest pickup line ever. You know it's a cliche when Deadpool 2016 called it out. He did. When? 2016. You turned quillfish into just fish. If you remove the eyes, it'll be fish. Actually, if you remove the eyes, I'll be blind. When the going gets hard, the hard get going. But when the going gets going, the hard get hard. When was cycling invented? 1817. German inventor Karl von Drais is credited with developing the first bicycle. His machine, known as the Swift Walker, hit the road in 1817. This early bicycle had no pedals, and its frame was a wooden beam. The device had 2 wooden wheels with iron rims and leather-covered tires. Cyclists before 1817. My uncle just tried to tell me you can cure cancer with lemon peels. If you are dead, the cancer dies also. Daily motivation. The longer you stay single, the more they pack your future wife. I know every digit of pi. I don't know what order. If you only watched Aaron Judge via college football cut-ins, you would think he is terrible. What movie made you walk out of the theater? I walked out of every movie I ever went to see, usually during or after the credits. The teacher asked my kindergartner what his favorite season was, and he said garlic salt. How much would a trip to Spain cost? It depends where you live. For example, if you live in Spain, it's free. Blinking is like clapping for your eyes. Just remember that your eyelids are always applauding you and cheering you on even if nobody else is. This website is so inspirational. Imagine knowing a guy that can solve all your financial problems without asking for legs. His name is employment. What do you think happens after death? Lots of things, they just don't include you. It's common for people to eat bear here in Wisconsin too. What's it taste like? Bear. Cool, thanks. I mean, he did get caught. Wasn't trying to hide though. How can you catch something that isn't running? How can you find someone that isn't hiding? Very easily, I'd say. What is absurd to believe in 2022? That we live in 2021. The most indebted man in the world is Jerome Kerviel at $6.3 billion in debt. What did he do? Didn't pay. Ah, I see. 8 years older than I'm now. How old will you be in 2030? Wild animals just try na bang. National Geographic. Can you expand etc? This information seems useful, etc. Ellie 5. How is Usain Bolt so fast? He moves his legs really quick. Yes, that's generally how it works. Just heard the mom of a newborn tell her crying baby it's okay, we're figuring it out. We're just on day 8. And honestly, I'm on day 3654, and I'm still figuring it out. Running into your old statistics professor, be like, what are the chances? How do you lose your virginity as a man well into adulthood? Have legs. Lost my watch at a party once. Saw a guy stepping on it whilst sexually harassing this girl. I walked up to the guy, punched him right in the face. No one does that to a girl. Not on my watch. How you think you look? How you actually look? Lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Apocalypse. That song "We're Not Gonna Take It" came out almost 40 years ago, but I feel like we have, in fact, continued to take it. One woman shared that she was being a surrogate for another family and her son told the teacher, "My mom is pregnant, but it's not my dad's, so we are not keeping it." When you realize that waiting for the waiter makes you the waiter. 34 degrees is nothing. Yeah, I know, I have been in 45 degrees before, but it's still hot. 346,000 degrees is hotter. I think we just saw someone get burned alive. You did. I mean, you touch a hot stove, you have been burned alive. Cop. Whose car is this? Where are you headed? What do you do? Mine. Told this guy I only date people 6 feet or up, and he sent me this. Missing dog. I miss my dog. She's not gone or anything, just at home. And I'm here at work. Enjoy the pic of her. You can't get emotionally attached to something you plan on putting back into the wild. Its chances of survival are unfortunately pretty low. Actually, the chances of survival are pretty much zero. All animals you rescue and release back into the wild die eventually. I haven't met a single person who doesn't like this movie. Thunderfro, I don't like this movie. I've never met you. Bows were invented in 9000 BC. People in 8999 BC. Notice, the patio is currently not open because it is closed. Nobody. What's your favorite paradox? Me. If you ask Rick Astley for his copy of the movie Up, he cannot give it to you as he will never give up you up. However, in doing so, he lets you down, thus creating the Astley paradox. Given the law cited in the location, it WSA probably a diagnostic lab. What kind? Diagnostic. It's Greg. He spawns after the fear and chaos levels are too high. What does it do? Spawns if the fear and chaos levels are too high. Types of headache: migraine, hypertension, stress, hydraulic press. Good girls are found in every corner of the earth. But unfortunately, the earth is round. The size of Jupiter. Jupiter for scale. Wouldn't it say wife instead of husband though? Also who TF names contacts like husband and wife? Married people. An infinite number of $1 bills and an infinite number of $20 bills would be worth the same. I don't even know anyone who's 6'5" and not in the NBA. My cousin is 6'8" and his ex-GF was 5'3". That's a fucking long distance relationship right there. Ayo, Florida exist? I don't know, man. There are plenty of stories about Florida, man. But there's a reason why you never hear about Brazil. Because I don't read Portuguese. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England. I'm packing Robert Downey Jr. If you could pick your name at birth, what would it have been? Something horrible like Goo Goo Gaga. I didn't have the best vocabulary at birth. Overall a terrible decision to let me name myself at the time. One day, someone will think about you for the last time in eternity. You will be forgotten by the world and the universe. Not if I eat the Mona Lisa. When I was 9 and saw my grandfather shoot our cat because it peed on the carpet. That's so packed up. What a bastard. I love cats. How can shoot the pet just for peeing in some place? Studies have shown that the animal is less likely to repeat the undesired behavior afterwards. Someone made up dinosaur noises without ever hearing them. Do you not know basic English? LMRO, what is your name? Child mole leased in 1998. Smoking a blunt in the shower. That's really interesting. I'm somewhat of a smoker myself. But how the hell do you smoke a blunt in the shower? Pretty simple. You just smoke while showering. Selfie with Messi. When my daughter was 7 years old, she once interrupted a bedtime story to tell me, in a pie eating contest, it doesn't matter if you win or lose because you get to eat pie. I think about that a lot. Or, it trying to digest his arm. How cute. What is it? The part your hands connect to? Make tapeworms go extinct. But how do I lose weight quickly? Get shot. If you recover, you would be considerably thinner. If you don't recover though, you'd get even thinner. What exactly is the consequences of being wrong about climate change? Even if it all turned out to be a big mistake. Oh no, with packing. Made the world a healthier and better place to live and got ourselves off on renewable energy for no reason. How awful. Thermometers are speedometers for atoms. Please do not flush anything other than toilet paper. Thank you. Me pooping on the floor. Good soldiers follow orders. The reward for working a job you hate your whole life is a couple years filled with declining health and misery. But what if it's something fun though? Doesn't that make it better for yourself? How long would it take to run from the starting Mondstadt beach to the edge of the Sumeru desert? At least 3 minutes. He's not wrong. Most welcome. America seems to have some disaster thrown at them each week. It could be worse, though. Like that horrific time they lost the internet for 3 hours. Truly there never was a darker time. Wait till tonight. Hard swallow pills. Hi guys. Just letting you know I'm going through a lot right now. I'm someone, you are someone else, we are not the same. A vanilla soy latte is a type of 3-bean soup. Gordon Ramsay. When is your birthday? March 1st. Walking around the room. When is your birthday? This is insane to think about. Fascinating, but untrue. Tokyo is in Japan, not England. The average human body contains enough bones to make an entire skeleton. Black Widow should be dropped on Disney Plus immediately. If you wanna see Black Widow drop on Disney Plus, jump to 1 hour, 52 minutes and 50 seconds in Avengers Endgame. Jared Leto says he doesn't think movie theaters would still exist without films. The coins in a pocket of a WW1 soldier managed to stop a bullet. You might say it was his life savings. Here's the baby, sir, but sadly your wife didn't make it. Then bring me the one she made. Pack. Yep, That's what they're probably doing. Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked on the nuts. Have I had a baby? Not, but over the years women say, let's have another one. I never hear a man saying, come on, hit me on the nuts again. Nobody is born cool. Except of course, people born in air-conditioned hospitals. I read recently that cyanide smells like bitter almonds rather than regular almonds, and most people wouldn't immediately recognize the smell. And now I just want to know what bitter almonds smell like. Cyanide. I got Botox and I asked the doctor how many years younger will this make me look, and he was like 0, you'll just look like the other girls your age who have also gotten Botox. As far as I can remember, the designation peasant or heavy was more of the use of the vehicle, but yeah, 0.26t vehicle being deemed heavy. Looks at 22 ton Swedish heavy tanks. I don't know what you can lift, but 30 tons is damn heavy. Just if anyone was wondering, you know how scuba divers sit on the edge of the boat and fall backwards into the water? You know why they do that? Nah, why? Because if they went forward they'd fall into the boat. FFS. What happens if you get somebody pregnant in a country you are visiting? You are dad. Congratulations. Hello, congratulations. I'm not dad. Get in. Quick. Why quick? So it's faster. Americans are getting stronger. 20 years ago, it took 2 adults to carry $50 worth of groceries. Today, a 5-year-old can carry them. It's because we work out by carrying debt. If you're going to assume I'm a racist because I support Trump, I'm just going to assume you like to touch kids because you support Biden. After serving 14 years for bank robbery, John Wojtowicz got a job at the same bank as a security guard. The photo shows him standing next to it wearing an "L robbed this bank" t-shirt. It takes N+1 wipe to realize you only needed N wipes. Does anyone know how to put the angel wings on a person that has passed? Staple gun. Your comment was removed from by an admin. See their feedback. Me, L love eating fruits and vegetables. The fruits and vegetables. Put in the water. Lol, what should be my expectations? I think it will stop working. How do monthly taxes and government fees work? Taxes and government surcharges vary per state, but are normally between 10 to 20%. For example, if your monthly bill is $0, the taxes on your statement are typically between $0 to $0. Every hole in the human body brings some kind of pleasure. The natural ones, sure. The bullet hole I had in my chest wasn't great at the time, but the ladies like to see and touch it now, so maybe you're right. Cat has severe type of chicken pox. The secret of happiness is, damn it, the secret to happiness is $40. Filing cabinet. Yes, it's available. Do legal size files fit in them? Technically yes if you fold the end, but no, it is letter size. Fun fact. If humans stood in a single file line around the equator, most of them would drown. I see your glass is empty, sir. Would you like another? Why would I want 2 empty glasses? How much would a trip to Spain cost? It depends where you live. For example, if you live in Spain, it's free. Well, yes, but actually yes. Rate my wall 1 to 10. I can't see the wall. Bottom left corner. A lady at the Apple Orchard disco the other night asked if I was born a man or a woman, and L, drunk, beckoned her close to whisper and then hollered I was born a baby into her ear. If you take a bit of cake and cut it in half, then it's only half the calories, and because it's only half the calories you can have twice as much. Just wanted to say thanks for a great product. I ain't a magician, but I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Uranium contains about 18 billion calories per gram, so eating a gram of uranium is technically enough food to last you for the rest of your life. Did you know? In preparation to his role in American Psycho, Christian Bale read the movie's script and memorize the characters' lines. If your girlfriend looks like this, she's a keeper. I don't mean to brag, but I can visit Equatorial Guinea visa free for up to 90 days. And where are you from? I don't know, but people from Equatorial Guinea can visit visa free for 90 days. I think they can stay for longer than 90 days lol, but they can stay for 90 days. What's the difference between Ultra Boost 3 and 4? Hi, I'm Daniel.P and I will be assisting you today. Sup? How may I help you today? I just wanted to know which Ultra Boost I should buy, and what's the difference between Ultra Boost 3 and 4. Please give me 2 to 2 minutes while I look into this. Alright man. The main difference is basically that the 4 is newer. Yeah, but what is new about it? Chat closed because agent had disconnected. Which country will start WW3? Why? Probably America. I mean they made Wonder Woman 1 and 2, so highly likely they'd make WW3. At least start it. Not sure why someone else would finish it. If you smoked, you will get high. If you study, you will get educated. If you smoke and study, you will get highly educated. Boneless chicken. The Appalachian Mountains are older than Saturn's rings. The Appalachian Mountains are older than dinosaurs. The Appalachian Mountains are older than trees. The Appalachian Mountains are literally older than bones. The Appalachian Mountains should be regarded with pure terror. Could they not just put the blade there on a vise or something? Why do they have to have someone there? Probably because they couldn't claim their carpets are hand cut.
Yeah.